And then sister, all the dedications, Dr. Daisy also, just come and sit inside. Okay, thank you. And then we would like to welcome with this traditionally welcome song by our Zomi dialect that we have mentioned, that the song will be this new and beautiful prayer to stand as a big shadow tree, where the storm of thunders and fire of the shall we take refuge and shelter under your loving shadow. You stand me, Nagun, who comes in the name of Jesus Christ, trusted dedications from the beginning. And then the second part is, for others you may not be great, but for us, you are giant on your stand. Giant mean Nagun, you who have the voice, who can move our burden mountain. Thank you. Okay. Let's all get down to the eight. Come on. This will be a time that we like to display that traditional show. Bye bye. Okay. Organization. Thank you very much. You can be seated. This is a sort of our people when the king or the leaders were most restricted during the time of pontificacy also. that we present like this is mean that we are coming to you for our job, our burden that just the same you can feel for us our suffering and we are relying on you. That is a sort of expression. And then, thank you. And now, we around 150 today only can welcome you that all of you, all the excellencies, Monsignor Father Fabio Virtue, and here in India, the presidents of Migrant and Refugee Missions, Father Jason, and Reverend Father Monsignor Vincent D. Souza. All delegations, we, the Burmese Refugee Catholic community, welcome you again. One more time. Here in the Burmese community refugee members, we are staying around 230, staying in New Delhi. Only 30 members have the UNHCR card. Then the rest of all are under consideration of 2CC. We want to request that and we like to mitigate our conditions, situations, the feelings of our old people that you can see us and then we have a lot of expectation and we in the thank you. I will hand over to Sister Ryan.
Reverend Monsignor Fabio Virtue, Monsignor Vincent D'Souza, Father Jason, Father Abhimar, Father Ajit, my sister Anushya, my dear committee members, and Burmese community. It is my privilege to introduce an unassuming and resourceful person to you, Monsignor Fabio Virtue, is a missionary priest of Scandinavian order. During his early missionary work, Monsignor Virtue worked as a consultant on migration with the Chilean Bishops' Conference. He subsequently was director of Buenos Aires, Argentina, where Pope Francis was the Archbishop, while Monsignor Fabio was the director of the Archdiocese Department of Migration. Monsignor has taught at several European, Latin American, and Asian universities. He directed the Celebrating Migration Center in Quezon City, Philippines, and was responsible for the Asian and Pacific Migration Journal from 2002 till 2010. In 2010, he was appointed as director of the Celebrating International Migration Institute in Rome. From January 2017 till 2022, he served as Undersecretary of the Migrants and Refugees section of the Holy See's Dicastery for promoting integral human development. Since April 2022, he has been Undersecretary of the Dicastery for promoting integral human development with special responsibility for migrants and refugees issues. Dear Monsignor, we welcome you to be with us for a short interaction following the Bible of the Holy Eucharist. Now, I request Mr. Augustine to start the interaction as short as you can. At the end, Monsignor will respond to you.
Thank you, Sister Rani, on behalf of the Burmese refugee community. As I mentioned earlier, how in India the day that when we look this day around the world, there's something, war, many things happen. But in our heart, we are feeling that our country, on the news also, that very few, that Ukraine war with Russia, this whole thing are going on, and we are, in our heart, that we feel so sad. But anyhow, today, first of all, I would like to thank that here in the Gospel Church, the previous who was transferred for the department June. First we met, and then from the church we know that he take us to the bishop house. He himself bring us there, and that is the day that our life has been started to change. After that, the Archbishop of Delhi, His Excellency Joseph Anil Kudu, has been visiting us here where we stay in this Kaspari Budila, 15 minutes around from here. And then through that, today we can stand and direct contact with our necessary, whatever issue we have that. So now today, Father Jason, thank you very much for your efforts. We feel that extremely appreciated for the concern of where we are here, the refugee from Myanmar, so-called Burma. We are really thank you. And then the delegations and the secretary of Father Jason, Sister Rani, please give her applause one more time. She's helping us every single things, every single what we are lost, how we gonna moving forward. Here you can see us that we have dressing like traditional dress, look nice, and then look happy. But in the corner of somewhere that the feeling is so, the trauma is somewhere, and our daily necessity is very tough. So beyond that is Paris Priest Father Ivan Mata and Father Assistant Paris of Father Ajit. They are helping us whatever they can, and then even the spiritual one, whenever we need, we ring, we call, and then they have extend their hands on us and visit to us that we would like to give them, both of them applaud, everybody, this grandfather, I give my love and thank you so much for this happening this day. And the reason we stand here and then giving us a chance is happening not only 2021 February 1st of the military coup in Myanmar, but before that, this is the third time of Myanmar Burmese military coup was taken. One time military coup is taken 30 years. And the second time is I was still young, 5 years around, not yet go for school. And then 1991, that is the first time that democratic government elected party was retained. And that is the second. The first one is 1962. And then this is the third time in 2021. 2020, there's the first time, my first time in after 30 years, the first vote. That's the reason that we come here today. One coup of military took 30 years normally. And today, there's a lot of things happened after we completed the bishop, His Excellency, and then through this migrant and refugee commissions, delegations, there's a lot of meeting and even rations or from the church also. We get a lot, let's say. But our necessity and this day, like three major things we would like to mention. That during this 1 year, let's say, I standing as a catechist here who is not really educated, but anyhow, I stand here before you, the people of the Burmese community, as a catechist and as a leader. Even I have nothing to progress, but anyhow today, for the help of God and by the grace of God, then today, this level we can going on within our here. Yes, we would like to say thank you. And not only my great sister Rani called the Caritas of India also, they have helping us at one time 200 blankets. That is so awesome for us when we need winter time, that it really makes us happy and warm. And there's a lot of things happen in major, 2 times medical camp also. And then even though that one, there's a lot of things to be needed. That today, we like to ask that 3 major things that how can we get soon to the third country like who have been recognized by under 30 or members of a Catholic Church member waiting for more than 10 years before 2021, February 1st, the military coup. And then, is there any sort of who are stuck because of the COVID, and some get the visa of like Australia, America, Canada. But anyhow, after the coup, COVID, and the military coup in Myanmar, until now, no one gets a permit. And only for the Burmese people, we feel so hardship, and even in the refugee issue, we feel like so ignorant by someone, and then we cannot find a solution. And then on Jenever for youth and all the delegations that we would like to request that is there, can you give us lawyers who can stand for us? And then that is the first sections of refugee week, the refugee issue. And secondly, when we are here, that all of our education is behind. We, the Burmese Catholic refugee community, under 5 to 6 years below, have no school to go nursery or so on. Because of the language, or there's some sort of like by our home that is very difficult. 7 to 12 years, some are going admit to government school, and some are not yet. And some are private, they go for some way that some sort of they handle for that issue. Because of the government school also, other school we want to try to go, but the language, Hindi and English, some sort of, we are still struggling because of that. And today, 13 to 21 age, they are learning in normal school in Vikasapuri, where we are staying. That the learning center was taken by the Solution of Don Bosco from Opera. And then they are learning Hindi, learning computers, and so on. Because for them is to go in school is very difficult for the class of their learning. That we are still struggling for that. And around 15 to 21, let's say, especially some of the students who finish in Myanmar that like 10th standard or graduations or BA, so they are now until studying in NIOS. Could you kindly please stand up for those who study for NIOS, means private government school. Around 15 of them, some cannot be participate here today, and they have near exam also. So a lot of them are not participating here. Around 15 of them. The reason I pointed is from our side, they want to study forward, but some of our young people have around 1 year that the rent issue, the money, the financial issue, and the language also they can study and they can study. There's many problems they are facing, and our community alone, is very difficult to handle all of their burden, their need, their necessity. So the fee, most of all the students I have given to the Secretary of Migrant and Refugee, Sister Rani, and some in the various places also. I have given them the names of those who are studying and those who are going to school or not school that I have mentioned. Around over 30 of them. Currently, they have to go for tuition. Even their tuition is, we cannot afford it at all. 500 to 12,000 every month. Like NIOS, they have to pay 1,200. Besides, they go for party, work, but the work and study, they see for the rent also, they have a lot of difficulties we are facing on this day. From our side, why we say about this money, financial money, but when we are lack of money and financial support of something, our trauma, the family relationship also very negative, and we cannot go on. And around 10 members of young people have left behind, and then they go back to some sort of disorder and somewhere that it is so difficult. Our need to survive is so difficult. So this sort of thing is from my side as a leader, and daily basis I have their social issue that I have more contact with them. So their expression would be you can have a time with their feeling also. And that is the reason we do honesty and humbly for financial support. There's some way or somewhere or how we that's the reason we are requesting for. Thirdly, our rent. When we come here, it is good or bad, or there's no air condition, or there's electricity or such and so on. Today, we are from every people need that renting. I rent as around 10,000. That is 2 rooms. 2 rooms is there. Here is a few of them can rent it. But anyhow, anyone is difficulty for the rent. Being in a third country, none of us is satisfied where we are from. But anyhow, that's the reason also when we don't have income, education is behind, and that the financial support for renting will be so delighted so that we can freely focus on the rest of some sort. And the last, there's the healthcare issue. Through the decisions, Archdiocese of Delhi, His Excellency Archbishop of Delhi, Joseph Ayurveda has guided us that we have major 2 times medical camp. Here's the Dr. AC. Please come and stand up. Give a applause for Sister Dr. AC. From our side, she's trying her best. At the same time, she's also working. Still on duty for Doctor as she's not yet retired. That's why we cannot be a pastor and some we have been tried, but there's not an exact solution that what we need necessarily daily basis. That is there any better way that you can help? Let's say a clinic for refugee or some sort that we'd like to hear from you. That as earlier I mentioned that one of the reasons we are here is that like 3,000 people are brutally killed by the military coup. And then 700, 800 or 1,000, they are detained. Currently, right now, we stand for democracy. We just ask simple for we need democracy. So now, we are here, some sort, to raise our voice and to make a choice for each one of us. Thank you, Monsieur Fabio, for taking your time to meet us. We are very grateful for your visit, and we are sure that we will be in your prayers. Above all, we humbly request you to consider our own issue and help us to live a happy life. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Augustine, for placing before the authorities your concerns. Now may I request Father Jason to respond, and we shall proceed with the answer.
Dear friends, we are in the Advent season. Today being Friday, we are gathered here in this chapel to celebrate Holy Eucharist, along with Monsignor Vincent D'Souza, the representative of the Archdiocese of Delhi, and Father Fabio Balcho, and the Secretary of the Human Development. He is on his personal visit to India to meet his friends, his students. Sister Hari was explaining about his career as a professor in Rupani University and different places. And he is strictly in his personal visit, but his love for you that he has come over here today to just meet you and celebrate with the Mass and pray for you. And we are progressing in fact. The Archbishop of Delhi, Archbishop Anil, Joseph Thomas Kuko is very keen, and he is keeping all of you in his heart. And he is praying for you every time when we meet you. Yesterday also, with Sister Rani and myself, we were discussing about your concerns. We are progressing ultimately. We are also in a journey, it's a pilgrimage towards God. Our ultimate victor is in heaven, and we are also in pilgrimage. And this season is reminding us that in pilgrimage we are helping each other, and we are progressing with you in our journey together. You are accepted in our country, in India. You are part of our population, and the church is accepting you as a sign. Father Fabio, Master Fabio, is here. Then Monsignor Vincent D'Souza, Then we are parish priest, Father Ivan is here, Sister Rani, and in two levels we are progressing. A small group in the leadership of Augustine and some youth is helping you ladies to come and meet us. We discuss what your concerns. The second level we have a group of volunteers. There is Dr. Daisy. She is a medical doctor working in Union. Then Mr. Joseph is belong to police department of Kelly, and Mr. Tommy and many others are collaborating with you to help you. Then our parish system is also with you. We are slowly progressing. Therefore, all the concerns we place before God, and this is an opportunity I can thank you because coming here was always a going experience. We have come to get offered right now. Gradually, our Archbishop also has given his desire to join you for a mass later sometime after Easter season. If you want to join with us, the thing is that the church is concerned about you. Not only the church in Delhi, the universal church is concerned about you. That way, I want to thank each and every one of you. And we want to thank the volunteers. Volunteers from you, volunteers from our civil society, and the church group is always with you. And our parish priest and assistant parish priest also very keen to support us. And there are also many other people who are in equal footing, like us in India. Many people are poor, we know. If they are poor, therefore we can always share our resources. In our income, you also are very generous to give whatever is with you. You offer, you always encourage everyone joining you. Therefore, this is it's a process of developing ourselves every day, not only physically, in our whole being, our mental, our heart. Everything is progressing and God bless me upon us. And I want to congratulate and thank each and every one of you, especially these two people, Sister Ali and Augustine. They have done so much to help us to come together today. And Monsignor is very happy that to see all of you and to celebrate this Mass with you and pray for you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Father Jason. So we shall go ahead with Holy Mass. So we'll get ready for the Mass. Thank you very much. If anyone wants to go for water or something, we can go down fast.